Now we're gonna ride Elmer. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna not just jump on him like a cowbilly and ride him. We're gonna introduce him to the finer things in life, as mounting properly and making it to where he doesn't get afraid when we get on his back. So there are things you can do here, like what she's doing, scoot your feet, use your mounting block to where just, you know, we wouldn't need it, but we're doing it because we don't want to make this a very unpleasant experience. Now, we're not going to do it with him, but what you can do also is go over to the fence rail and sit on the fence rail above him and get him used to someone being above him. Now, things I want you to notice, you see how Brittany has got the lead rope in one hand and then she's got the foot rope in the other. So if he were to take off or if he were to get ornery, we got that foot rope where we can kind of disengage him to where we're not going to have a rodeo. But now, I got to caution you, if you haven't watched my earlier videos on this, you got to back up and go back to the first videos on how we got him yielding his feet and leading him by his foot. Okay, why we did all that is to really prepare him for this. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and get on, Nikki. It's okay. I think he's ready. You got to kind of feel the invitation. You know, he's standing there and he's okay with all this. Okay. Now just sit there and just rub his neck and let's stay there till his ears come forward. How's that sound? Now, like right now, things I look for is I want something to lick and chew. I want them to blink their eye. I want their ears to come forward. Here they come. I see it. He's thinking. Okay. Make his ears come forward. There you go, Elmer. See there? There. Okay. See how it's relaxing his ears? Okay, you can go ahead and get off now. Okay, now Nikki's going to go ahead and get on Elmer. Now look, Brittany's got the rope in one hand and she's got the foot rope in the other. And you always make sure you got a helper when you do this, because what we don't want is we don't want a rodeo. Now, go ahead, Brittany, and let's walk off real. Give him a little pressure on his foot like we did earlier. There you go. There. There you go. So now if Elmer were to take off, Brittany's going to got her foot rope and she's going to disengage him. So everything we're doing right now is a simulation of what we did earlier, preparing him for this moment. So now I want you to stop and walk. Stop and walk. There you go. Do your transitions back and forth. So get it to where, Nikki, you do it. See how he resists? Now, Brittany, you do it then. But let Nikki ask first, and then you ask second. So we don't want to kick him in the sides, and we don't want to slap him and beat him. We want him to feel her body language to move off. So she's squeezing there. See there? Smart donkey. Half a circle. We're going to have it. There. So you notice when he stopped, she gave him very little pressure in his mouth. Now I've seen it to where if you put 100 pounds of pressure in his mouth, it wouldn't have stopped the donkey. But now notice, we're introducing him to softness. But we started out in the previous videos in hand. See there? It's pretty amazing, girls. One whole circle, and we about have him trained. These donkeys are so smart. Look at his ears are forward. He's happy. There you go. Okay. Now, I want you to back up, Brittany, and we're going to turn and go the other direction. Okay? So just guide him toward you and just see there how softness. Softness. Name of the game. You get in a tug of war with one of these guys and you get to jerking and pulling in his mouth, there's no end to it. But it is amazing to see how they will respond to softness and kindness. Look at that. Very good. Okay. Okay. See, he's not gapping his mouth, and he's responding to her contact softly. So you got to start at the beginning, not the end. Watch earlier videos on how we started and how we accomplished this with a donkey that has never been ridden, never been spoiled. Now Barney over there, he's getting jealous. He wants us to get him in here. We'll get him in here in a little bit. There we go. So now we took the foot rope off because we feel safe. It's okay. But what we're not allowing to happen is to get in a tug of war. You know, if he bows that neck and arcs his neck and wants to ride through that bit, there's not much you can do about that. But see how we're go the other direction now, Brittany. That's good. I get him to flex, turn. All right, now Brittany, just hand her the rope, Nikki, and just stow that rope under your leg or somewhere where you can get to it if you need it. Now Brittany's unhooked the rope and she's just walking beside Nikki like she's leading, but she's not. She's not attached. But see how the donkey is still associating it to her, walking beside her. This is good. That's smart. Excellent. See the beauty of having an unspoiled animal to work with? How fast they learn? Very good. Now turn and go the other direction. How about that, girls? Huh? We're all learning today. See, the problem with a lot of this is people watch too much TV and too much rodeo, and they think this has all got to be a big rodeo, and it doesn't. You don't have to break a sweat. But what you do have to do is be smart enough to outsmart this donkey. Look there. We've learned more today than we would have in a whole semester in college. Look at that. All right, now Brittany, you step back and just let her go on by herself. Okay, stop. There. See how he wants to pull through the bit a little bit. Nikki's doing it right. She's not getting in a tug of war with him. Because there's nobody tough enough to hold him back if he wants to go. Now she's going to bend him and turn him. But see, she did her homework this morning and we softened his jaw on his neck in hand. Very nice. And we're going to do figure eights and we're going to bend him back and forth and around. and we'll come back here in a little bit.